Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin, with another anime review. This is going to be on kind of a retro one. Back in 2011, this anime released. So it has been more than 10 years. Technically, it's been about 11. So I am gonna consider it retro, although it's not as old as the 90s and 80s. Anyways, this is going to be on a bento. I did my first impressions quite a bit ago, and I did finish it. And it's actually been a while since I finished it. It's been like maybe a week. I just haven't had time to record, but anyways, I have time today, so I'm doing it here off my room. Guys, before anything, if you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I have been posting quite a bit, and the plan is to continue that. Hopefully, I will catch up on One Piece, which is kind of my biggest post right now is One Piece. And I do appreciate everyone who has joined in up to this point. So if you haven't, please do subscribe. We are trying to reach 5K, and a goal that seemed maybe impossible now seems very possible. We are about 150 people away, and you can be the next person to join the group and get me just a little closer to my goal. So, okay, Bento. Now, Bento is a kind of a mainly comedy, but it has action as well, and not really drama at all. It's just really comedy above all. We follow the life of Sato, and Sato essentially is just a regular guy who doesn't have much money, and he's trying to get a good deal out of bentos in a store. And at the beginning, basically, he gets beat up, and he doesn't know why. And eventually, he finds out that there is this unknown rule in the cities that when bentos are marked half price or whatever, you have to fight for them, literally fight for them. So they go into like ongoing war. Now, this whole anime is basically based on that concept. He meets a girl, Yanasui, who is a leader of the club that does this regularly to get bentos, and she is very passionate about it, and she's very strong as well. So he goes under her wing, and basically him and another girl, Oshidoi, um, basically go under her command. Now he has the goal of basically just eating, you know, cheap, and the other girl has the goal of creating a manga or a story behind all of this. Now, different characters do join in, like Sato's cousin, Ayame. She joins the group, and she essentially is an ongoing character as well. And her position is essentially also a very strong character when it comes to fighting. Sato just didn't know that she and happened to be a very strong fighter as well. Ume, the class president, is also an ongoing character because she doesn't like that Hana hangs out with Sato at all. Hana's the girl writing the story. Then we have characters like Inoue, who is bad luck, and the ongoing joke throughout the entire series is that if you're touched by Inoue, you're gonna have bad luck for that day or time period. You have the last kind of like boss characters, uh, Sawagi sisters, which it's very confusing, and they explain it in the anime. It's like it's written the same, but it's pronounced slightly different. And I don't know Japanese enough to tell you what the difference are, but these two girls end up showing up at the end of the story, and they're like powerful, and it comes to a point where a character gets a bunch everyone in the store basically, and they allow them to get bentos. They're like, okay, you get the bentos because you're obviously gonna beat us all up. You get the bentos, and then let us have our fun and fight. And these girls happen to like hate this. They feel like they're being mistreated because they're not given the opportunity to fight for their food. Now, the whole concept is the food tastes better because you're fighting for it. And at the end of the day, that basically is the little ribbon tied to the story. Sato goes and fights the girls, and everyone starts fighting again. And essentially, the moral is that the bento does not taste good unless you fought someone worthy enough to beat up to actually, enjoy the bento, or the price that they were given. So, it's a very quirky and funny little story. I really enjoyed it. I almost feel like it's in that era of anime where stuff was made just to be funny. They didn't have to rely on drama or multiple genres to be unique. It was just funny to be funny. Now there is etchy scenes here and there, not too many of them. Again, it's back in that era where they did include some of them in almost every series, but it wasn't overwhelming like today. Today, it almost seems like they're looking at the line that they shouldn't cross, and they just get as close as possible. And it's just sometimes it ruins the story. Sometimes it adds to it. But personally, I do look at stuff like that and prefer maybe not to have it too much. So, anyways, guys, that is it. Out of 10, I would put Bento. It's just a fun one, easygoing. I would say 6.5 watching it today in 2022. Now, my anime list has it at 7.21, which, granted, a lot of these people probably watched it back in the day when it released. I think back when it released, maybe the high rating that it has in my anime list, maybe it's well deserved. But if this anime came out today, I would have given it a 6.5. Um, it is fun. It is easygoing. It's not a beginner anime, and what I mean beginner anime is, if you're introducing someone to anime, this is not something you would, put in the list of they should watch first, right? Because it's kind of one of those, like, it even has reference of other animes that if they haven't watched them, you kind of miss the whole point. So, personally, I did enjoy it. The references are great. The ongoing jokes are awesome, and I would definitely watch an episode or two just for fun again, once in a while. So, thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. And I will see you guys next time. Like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.